Good morning, first graders. This is Miss Darian here. We are going to start day 2 of our social studies packet. And today we are going to continue talking about do we really need rules and talk about American values and principles. Dear students and families, we hope you are continuing to stay safe and healthy while we engage in distance learning. Over the 2 weeks, you will have the opportunity to learn about rules and values so that you can answer the question, do we really need rules? The table below outlines the sources and tasks you should complete each day and the pages in the packet to find the materials you will need to complete each task. So we are going to be starting day 2, friends. So we will be using source C. You will notice there is a story in the packet that looks like the story on my page. So the title of the story is Willow Finds a Way. Directions. Read Willow Finds a Way in order to write the 3 sentences about how the character Willow uses American values in the story. I'll read the story to you and you can follow along. In Willow's class, Christabel was the boss. Willow wished for words that would say no when Christabel told her where to sit and what to play and who to play with. But when Christabel spoke, everyone did as they were told, even Willow. One morning, Christabel skipped into the classroom holding a pink, sparkly paper. I am having a fantastic birthday party, she announced. You can come, she said, holding the paper high, if you are on my birthday list. Willow joined the crowd around Christabel. She saw Jane, Tiana, Julian. Her heart thumped so loudly, Willow was sure the whole class could hear it beating. Please let my name be there, she thought. Mateo, Lena, Olivia, Juan. When her eyes reached the bottom of the list, she was almost too scared to look. But then she read the last name on the pink, sparkly paper, and she beamed. Willow! Everyone was invited. At snack time, Christabel waved the birthday list in the air and said, if you want to stay on my birthday list, come and sit at my table. Willow was comfortable where she was, but then Julian moved, and so did Jane. Willow worried she wouldn't be part of the fantastic birthday party, so she squished in as well. At playtime, Willow and Jane were busy in the sandbox when Christabel waved the birthday list again and said, everyone on my birthday list, come play with me on the climber. Willow was happy playing in the sand, but then Jane rushed right over top of their castle, calling, let's go, Willow. Willow worried that she wouldn't be part of the fantastic birthday party, so she stood at the climber with everyone and clapped for Christabel. At the end of the day, Christabel walked straight to the front of the line holding her birthday list. Mateo took a brave step ahead of her and smiled. Remember, Christabel, Mrs. Post said it's my turn to be line leader. But Mateo, Christabel said in an angry whisper that was just loud enough that Mrs. Post wouldn't hear. I am having a fantastic birthday party, so I should be line leader. Mateo stood firmly in his spot. Sorry, Christabel. I really want my turn. Fine, said Christabel, stamping her foot. You are not my friend anymore. And you can't come to my birthday party. Everyone watched as Christabel held up the birthday list and drew a line straight through Mateo's name. Mateo's lip trembled. Willow took a deep breath to say, "That's not nice, Christabel," but nothing came out. "Wear pink tomorrow," Christabel called as everyone went out the door. "Pink is my favorite color, so wear pink if you want to come to my fantastic birthday party." The next morning, as she got ready for school, Willow searched for words to say to Christabel, but her head swirled with visions of parties and pink sparkly lists and a line drawn through her name. So instead, Willow searched her drawer for pink things to wear. At snack time, Willow trailed behind the crowd to Christabel's table. "Oh, Willow, I love your dress," Christabel said sweetly. Willow was relieved. Then Christabel turned to Julian. "Where is your pink?" she asked. "I don't like pink," said Julian. Christabel got out her marker and drew a line through Julian's name. "You can't come to my birthday party," she said. Julian grabbed his snack and stomped over to the table where Mateo was sitting alone. Jane looked down at the floor. Tiana fidgeted in her seat. Willow struggled to say, "Christabel, that's me." But the words just wouldn't come out. Again, Willow's head swirled with visions of parties and pink sparkly lists and a line drawn straight through her name. Then Willow knew just what to do. Without saying a word, she picked up Christabel's birthday list and a marker. She drew a line straight through her own name. The whole class gasped, and at first no one moved. But then Jane walked over and slowly took the birthday list from Willow's hands. One by one, everyone crossed their names off Christabel's list. Just like that, Christabel wasn't the boss of anyone. So Christabel sat by herself at snack time. Willow was happy to be in her regular spot, but she noticed that Christabel didn't eat a thing. At playtime, Willow tried to concentrate on her sandcastle, but she could see Christabel all alone on the climber. Christabel did some pretty impressive tricks, but no one clapped. At the end of the day, everyone rushed into line, so Christabel had to go to the very end. Jane saved a spot for Willow, right in the middle, but Willow went to the back of the line instead to stand with Christabel. At first, Christabel was surprised, but then she looked down at the floor. "I'm sorry," she said, in a voice that was just loud enough for Willow to hear. Before Willow could say a word, Christabel marched straight over to Mrs. Post. Everyone watched uneasily as Christabel whispered in her ear. "Oh my," Mrs. Post said as Christabel pointed to the line of children. Said Mrs. Post. Christabel was finished. Mrs. Post addressed the class with her hands on her hips. "Boys and girls," everyone held their breath. "Christabel would like to make an announcement. My birthday will be fantastic," Christabel said, holding the birthday list up high, and then to everyone's surprise, she ripped it into pink, sparkly pieces. "If all of my friends will come, please." And they did, and everyone had a wonderful time. All right, friends, that was a great story, and it taught us a valuable lesson. So now let's complete the sentences below. Let's look at this first one right here. Willow used American values in this story because, let's think of what Willow did. Christabel was not being very nice. She was being awfully bossy. And Willow could have been mean right back, but she didn't. So what American values in this story did Willow use? And why? Take a minute and write it on the line. We're going to go on to the next one. If you need more time, feel free to pause. So the next one is the same sentence that you have to complete. So boys and girls, basically, they want you to tell 3 reasons or 3 American values that Willow used. So the first one was Willow used American values in this story because. The second one is Willow used American values in this story, but even though she used American values, did something happen that shouldn't have happened? And the last one is Willow used American values in the story, so. If you need more time to answer, then you could pause the video and do it. And then when you're ready, just hit play and join us again. We're going to keep going. Let's look at the supporting questions. Directions. Read each item below and circle the American value that applies to the situation. So let's see. Let's look at the first one. All the kids sat at the same lunch table. What American value does that represent? Freedom, equality, welcoming, democracy, justice, unity, patriotism, or bravery? Sorry, friends, that's my puppy. So, I think for the first one, if they all sat at the same table, I think that would be welcoming. And maybe also unity, because they're all coming together as one. You circle the ones that you think. Let's go on to the next one. Christabel climbed to the top of the climber. What American value did the character use in this situation? Freedom, equality, welcoming, democracy, justice, unity, patriotism, bravery. What do you think? I was thinking maybe freedom because she is able to climb the climber without anyone telling her no. And I was also thinking bravery because to climb all the way to the top of that climber is pretty brave. I don't know if I could do it, but I think you guys could. Did you have any more that you circled? Well, let's keep going. Willow crossed her own name off the birthday party list. What American value did this character use in this situation? Freedom, equality, welcoming, democracy, justice, unity, patriotism, bravery. What do you think, friends? Maybe democracy because she has the ability to make the choice whether she wants to go or not. Circle all the ones that you think. Let's look at the next one. Christabel invited all the kids to her birthday party. What American value does that represent? Freedom, equality, welcoming, democracy, justice, unity, patriotism, bravery. Circle all the ones you think. I'm not going to circle any that time. I want to see what you guys can do. Let's keep going. Mateo took his turn as line leader, despite Christabel saying he wasn't invited to her party anymore. What value did that character use? Let's keep going. Willow did what Christabel told her to. I'm sorry, friends. Willow did what Christabel told her to do, despite wanting to. So Willow was following Christabel's bossiness, even though she really felt like she didn't want to. So what American value did that display? Oh, I'm sorry. What American value did they not use? Oh, the directions changed. See, Miss Erin needs to read. It says, circle the American value the characters did not use in this situation. So Willow did what Christabel told her to, despite not wanting to. So what did she not use? Did she not use her freedom, her equality, welcoming, democracy, justice, unity, bravery, and patriotism? I'm thinking that she did not use her freedom because she was letting someone else tell her what to do. She was not being brave. Onyx agrees with me, friends. All right, let's look at the next one. Christabel told other kids what games to play and where to sit for lunch. Well, that's not very nice. So what value did she not use? Was she not using freedom, equality, welcoming, democracy, justice, unity, patriotism, bravery? Take a second to think. If I had to choose, I would think that she was not using democracy because she was being bossy and not allowing other people to make a choice. She was telling them what to do. And you may see other ones that you think she did not use. Circle those too. Okay, I'm going to read the last two, and you're going to circle on your own. Christabel ate her snack and played on the climber alone. Which American value did she not use in this situation? Freedom, equality, welcoming, democracy, unity, patriotism, bravery. Circle all that you think. Last one. Willow did not defend Mateo or Julian. Which American value did she not use? Freedom, equality, welcoming, democracy, justice, unity, patriotism, bravery. Circle what you think. You got it? I'm sure you guys picked really great ones. Well, friends, we are done for today. Keep up the good work, and thanks for working with me.